Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Christina and today we're gonna talk about how to nail your call center interview. So first things foremost, parang how do you nail it? A lot of people have questions how to nail interviews, especially in call center if you're a fresh graduate and you don't have any background, on call center you feel a little bit intimidated, like because you know that everyone speaks English in call center or in BPO industry, and of course everyone feels nervous on their first day. So now I'll give you some tips because I've been into a lot of interviews in the past. Like I tell you, I've been a lot of interviews and almost all of them I nailed it, right? So I think I have nailed all of my interviews. So well, I share you some of my tips. So first and things foremost, you need to condition yourself. How? So when I know that I need to go to an interview, I make sure I sleep early before that. Beforehand, I also made sure to do practice. I actually have a mirror, and then most of the time I will practice the basic questions, do some research. What are the common questions? During interviews, it includes like tell me about yourself, which is very common in all interviews. Tell me something about yourself. Of course, that is not written in your resume or in your curriculum vitae or in your CV. It's always most people would always, like, when they are asked tell me about yourself, they will tell you like, oh, this is my name, this is my age. Like, I think you shouldn't tell them those things already because it's already written in your resume. So I think it's not that important already because the information are already written in there. So tell them something that is unique about you. Tell them something like the things that's not written in your resume, like your hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time? Things like that. So of course, study beforehand, like do some research about questions. Like, again, tell me something about yourself. What's your plan within, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What else? What's your strength, which is very common in all interviews? What's your weakness? And of course, in your strength, it has to be positive, all positive, right? You have to show them not only in words, but of course in your action that you're a positive person, even though sometimes it's not really real that you're positive, but you have to show them like that you're a positive person because that's what a company needs, a positive person. What's your weakness, right? Weakness, it shouldn't be something that should sound really negative. You can say like your weakness can also be your strength, like it's your weakness but you know that you can do something about that weakness and turn that into your strength. That's very, very important, guys. And then what else? How do you see yourself? Like, what's your greatest why are you applying this company? How did you know about this? What do you know about customer service? How do you handle complaints? Give me a scenario about tell me a scenario where there is a bad customer service and a good customer service, or tell me a situation where you actually provided a good customer service. So it shouldn't be like, or not shouldn't be, it doesn't necessarily something that is like a big one. It can be like a simple situation in your daily life wherein you showcase a good customer service, like example. I'll give you an example. Like say at school, right? We've been trainings, what do you call this, when you're at school, when you join organization, supreme student government, right? So there's like a group and so on, and there are some times that you have to, like, people ask you or people need something from you, and all you have to do is to give them what they need, right? And of course, what else? Me, in my case, I've been in my case, I'm so happy, or because I have an experience, or I'm just fortunate that I have been into a customer service industry as a cashier back then when I was 17 or 18. As I can remember, I think I was 17. I work in a Jollibee. I was a counter crew or like a cashier. So when they asked me like how was there a time that you had a customer service, I would always tell them that I've worked into this I will just name this fast food chain, and I work as a cashier. I have to deal with different types of customers, and I always, or sometimes I deal with like irate irate people, unhappy about their lives, and we're gonna try to irritate you, but of course you have to contain yourself. You have to stay calm, and just your goal is just to solve the situation. So what else? So yeah, prepare during the interview. Prepare the things, hindi yung you're very confident, all you have is a confidence in you. It's not enough, I tell you. So of course, before the interview, you have to stay calm, sleep early, eat healthy foods before that, condition yourself, condition your mind. When you go there, all you have to think is, I need to pass the interview. But hindi yung you're really pressuring yourself, not really to the extent, but of course you have a goal. When you go there, your goal is, primary goal is to actually, get that job, right? Yun yung pinaka goal mo. So of course you have to dress nicely, like presentable. It's very important that you have to be presentable. What else? Kahit sa interview, right? It's very important that when you go there, like even though you don't know what's happening, or it's not really a big corporation or company, you have to dress nicely all the time when you go to an interview. Bring the identification card. You have to bring your resume, your picture. You have to be ready. All those stuffs you have to put it in your bag, and bring water. Sometimes you get nervous and you get thirsty. You get butterflies in your stomach. It's very natural. Everyone gets nervous. I've been into a lot of interviews, and I tell you, I'm always nervous, but I always translate that feeling of mine into what? Into a contract. My goal is to make sure before the day ends, I need to get this job. This is my primary goal. Like, so before you go into an interview, get everything ready. Know about the company's background. Know everything about the company, and there you go. I'm so sure that you will get the job done. Okay. So I hope all the fresh graduates right now will, this is just a simple advice to all of you, and I hope you can nail your job, especially in the call center industry. So that's it. And if you want more details, I'm so sure there's a lot of videos online you can relate to. You can just simply check your resources. There's always YouTube, and always Google will get you some tips to how to nail your interview. Well, I wish you well, all you guys. Have a good day. Subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. See you guys.